My rank is Pet Officer Second Class, which is the equivalent of Sergeant in the Army. I have 20 years completed in the Navy. I joined in 1991.
Martin Kea says the experience in Libya on HMCS Charlottetown was the most dangerous mission he had ever been a part of. This was the first time a Canadian Navy vessel had been under attack since the Korean War. Take us to the moment when you realized HMCS Charlottetown had been fired at.
May 12th, 2 o'clock in the morning. The general alarm was sounded and the ship was brought to action station, which is basically there is a threat, an attack imminent to the ship. We were going in for thwarting a small boat attack, and there was a report that those boats might be considered a danger to us. So we stopped the attack, but at the same time there was attacks going on ashore. And so when they saw that we were coming in to stop them, if you want, or calling in the airstrikes, it was dark of night, and basically they fire in the dark towards the sound that they heard over the water, and the shot came across the quarterdeck, and we replied with our 50 cal, which is the caliber of the machine gun we had, and that's when I realized that yes, we are in a complete different situation. That's when I realized really the impact of the mission we were in and the danger we could have faced.
Martin's wife, Tammy, says she clearly remembers what went through her mind when she heard about the attack on the ship.
At first, when I heard it, I was like, oh no, I must be tired, and I really didn't hear it properly. And because I didn't hear it from Martin at first, it was on the news. Because at that time, they were not allowed to tell us anything.
After the attack had passed, Martin realized one of his hardest moments was yet to come. He had to email his wife and tell her what had happened.
That day, I usually not a man with a lack of words, but that day I was sitting in front of my computer screen the longest time, trying to figure out a way to say this to Tammy, which is my wife, and making sure she would not worry too much. I know she'd worry anyway. I'm a bit of lack of words now, but to come up with the proper comfortable words to say everything is fine, they missed us, and we keep going over here.
Martin's daughters, Jillian and Gabrielle, say they thought about their dad every day. They were really worried about him when they heard what had happened.
I feel nervous and sad because I don't know what's going to happen or anything.
When Martin's daughters found out he was coming home September 2nd, they got out their paints and put together a welcome home banner. On it, they wrote, "Welcome home, Papa. We missed you." They also drew pictures and traced the outlines of their hands.
It was one of my biggest relief that day to see that banner, because that's how I was able to find my Tammy and my two girls, and it was, I think, the longest 15 minutes before I was able to go ashore and hold them close to me.
For the Kea family, Remembrance Day has changed forever.
It's going to be special because, again, I experienced something that in my 20-year careers I would never thought experiencing.
Suzette Belliveau, CKDU, Halifax.